Welcome to the 41st Annual SIPAwards. Thank you all for gathering today to celebrate the best of the specialized independent publishing industry. Before we begin, please take a moment to find the chat on the Beacon Live site. We hope that you will join in the chat, cheer for all of our winners, and celebrate today's program. If you're posting on social media, please use SIPA2020 as the hashtag.
Hello, everybody. My name is Greg Hart of PSMJ Resources, but you may also know me as your SIPA president, at least for the next several hours. Before we get into the awards presentation, I do want to talk a little bit about this great community that we've built here at SIPA. It's really kind of a bittersweet moment for me. It's been such an honor to play one small 365-day part in keeping this organization moving forward, but I'm just constantly impressed and inspired by the SIPA drive and the strength of this community over the many ups and downs over the years. It's certainly been a busy year, but I would argue this community has just continued to get stronger with every year that goes by. Now, of course, keeping this organization moving forward and increasing that strength is by no means a one-person effort. And I want to share a few examples of that. Last fall, we welcomed our new managing director, Amanda McMaster, and she has been doing a fantastic job to create more programming and deliver more value for our members. In fact, over the past 2 days, I think we've all had a chance to see some of Amanda's efforts at work. She, along with our conference chair, Elizabeth Peterson, and the entire conference committee gave 110% to put this event together, delivered in virtual format for the first time ever. So many thanks to Amanda, to Elizabeth, and to the entire conference committee for everything you've done to deliver the content here that we all so very much need. And I certainly appreciate that. Also behind the scenes, Jeff Joseph, CEO of SIIA, and the entire SIIA team has also been hard at work, adding more resources to help us achieve our objective of world domination or something to that effect. I offer many thanks to the SIIA Village for everything you're doing to help us move forward in these uncertain and fast-changing times. Speaking of investments of a great community and great people, June is also the time when we get a chance to recognize those reaching the end of their term on the SIPA Board of Directors, as well as those who are joining us for the first time on the SIPA board. As many of you know, you get out what you put into SIPA, and getting involved with the SIPA board is a great opportunity to give more, but to get that back many times over in terms of the investment of your time. It's worth every minute of our time. We have one board member who's reached the end of her term, and that is Heather Farley of Access Intelligence. Not only has Heather been on the board for the past several years, but she's also been in the executive committee and served as president of SIPA, and just added so much value in every single board meeting that I've been a part of with Heather. Thank you so much for everything you've done for SIPA. Heather, I've learned so much from your leadership, both inside the SIPA boardroom and outside as well. So we'll certainly miss you on the board, but I have a feeling you won't be going too far away from us. On the board meeting tomorrow, we'll also be welcoming new board members. We have Joseph Coleman of Coleman joining the ranks, as well as Jennifer Schwartz of Access Intelligence. And I'm pleased to say that we'll have Ed Coburn of Cabot Wealth Network back for another term as well. So really, really looking forward to that. I'm sure I speak for the entire board in saying that we are very excited to work with Joseph and Jennifer and Ed in shaping the future of SIPA. We also look forward to celebrating our Hall of Fame, our Volunteer of the Year, and our Rising Star Awards when we can get together in person next, which I hope is real soon. We'll also be toasting the SIPA award winners and celebrating in style on that occasion. So keep an eye out for that when that will take place. Now let's get started on these awards. The SIPA Awards are a small way that we recognize best-in-class performance by our peers. Across 28 categories, each and every winner is a case study in success. I should also point out the winners don't just magically appear out of the sky. They come as the result of the hard work of our panel of member volunteer judges. Many, many, many thanks to all of you who've taken part in judging this year or even a previous year to make these awards possible. Thank you.
The SIPAwards are brought to you by SIIA.
Hi, I'm Jeff Joseph, SIA President. SIA is proud to present the 2020 SIPA Awards and to bring together the celebration of excellence across the specialized publishing industry. This year's celebration is particularly poignant given the disruptive times in which we live. The COVID pandemic has forced us to rethink not only our business models, but the very way we go about our lives. We've seen businesses shut down, lives left in disarray, and many, too many, face an uncertain future. At the same time, there are things to celebrate. We've seen community bonds strengthen, an increase in quality time with family and loved ones, and the best of ourselves represented in those working the front lines and those who've been so creative in pursuing new business opportunities. Across the last weeks, I've been honored to see the strength of the SIPA community, the leadership you've represented to the industry in finding ways to carry on in the face of one of the greatest challenges of our times. The resources, best practices, and peer-to-peer sharing, even the expertise that you shared across the last 2 days for our SIPA 2020 annual conference. We're proud to support SIPA and the important work you do in keeping us informed and bringing us together. And I'm proud of the work we've done together to help you through these uncertain times. We advocated for event producers to be included in the stimulus bills and help companies learn how to access stimulus funds. We produced webinars and discussions on leveraging AI during COVID, shifting events to digital platforms, and understanding the various financial relief packages. And we've produced member-to-member content so you can learn from others in your community to help find answers and share frustrations and successes. After all, that is our job. We're here to help. SIA members span the media, software, information, education technology, and digital content industries. We provide a rich network of resources for our more than 800 member companies that drives innovation and growth. While each division, each member faces unique issues, there's much that we share that brings purpose to our organization. No matter the market in which you operate, our role is to help you sustain and grow your business through professional development, innovative programs, continuing education, networking, and representing your interests before policymakers here in Washington and around the world. In that spirit, I'm pleased to announce that today we've entered into a partnership with PCMA, the world's largest platform for business event strategists and their business partners. We will soon be sharing PCMA resources to help guide you as you begin the post-COVID new normal and to help expand digital event opportunities. There's more to come. Of course, one of the great things we get to do is come together to celebrate our industry. Since 1978, the SIPA Awards have recognized excellence in marketing, editorial, and product success in the specialized information industry. The 2020 SIPA Awards celebrate niche publishing excellence throughout our industry. A year's worth of unbelievably hard work went into the entries for this year's awards, and a team of judges took on the task to pare down these entries to the finalists and first place winners we honor today. Though we cannot be together in person, one of the main goals across this week's annual conference is to deliver that hallmark sense of community that makes SIPA unique and so special. As we cap off SIPA 2020 with this afternoon's awards, be on the lookout for familiar SIPA faces, friends who will share in just a few words what SIPA means to them. And now, I've got my tie on, my tux, my pandemic, my quarantine outfit. Let's reveal our winners.
To kick off the program, we're going to start with Best Blog or Commentary, recognizing the talent who make blogs a must-read, timely, and authoritative resource. The finalists are: third place, healthcaremna.com, Healthcare Deal News, Irving Levin Associates, Lisa Phillips, and Dylan Samet. Second place, the Senior Care Investor Dealmakers Forum, Irving Levin Associates, Steve Monroe, Ben Swit. And the SIP Award goes to, for those who teach, Magna Publications, Mary Ellen Weimer. For those who teach aims to keep readers abreast of current research in teaching and learning, and to give them ideas for how to improve all aspects of their pedagogy. Best Daily Publication salutes outstanding work in the demanding world of daily publications, in which it is vitally important to get it quickly and right, and deliver high-impact value. The finalists are: third place, BioWorld MedTech, actionable intelligence on advances in medical devices and technologies for 20-plus years. BioWorld, Lynn Yaffe, Holland Johnson, Mark McCarty, Meg Bryant, Liz Hollis, Andrea Applegate, Karen Carey, Annette Brendel. Second place, Ignites covers the retail fund industry. Ignites Money Media, Emily Larimer, Began Wilcox-Vols, Jackie Noblet, Carmen Germain, Jill Gregory, Joe Morris. And the SIP Award goes to BioWorld, the daily biopharmaceutical news source. BioWorld, Lynn Yaffe, Jennifer Boggs, Michael Fitzhugh, Karen Carey, Peter Winter, Annette Brendel, Randy Osborne, Lee Landenberger, Marie Serebrov, and Marie Griffith. Every business day, BioWorld reports on hundreds of medicines in development, the companies behind those therapeutic candidates, the business development transactions that evolve the market, and the regulatory hurdles that both challenge and guard the process. In the category of Best Spot News or Single News Article, the finalists are: we have a tie for third place. College bribery scandal snags multiple asset management execs. TPG impact boss put on ice. Fundfire, Money Media, Danielle Verbrigge, and SEC exam unit sends flurry of requests for cloud provider info. Ignites, Money Media, Jill Gregory. Second place, Marijuana and the Workplace. It's complicated. HR Magazine, Tamara Lytle. And the SIP Award goes to Communications Daily spot coverage of net neutrality. Communications Daily, Adam Bender, Howard Buskirk, Matt Daneman, and Jim Phillips. When a DC appeals court released its October 1st opinion in the Mozilla versus FCC net neutrality case, Communications Daily issued a news bulletin within minutes, and their coverage continued over the next 36 hours, with interviews of more than 20 government officials and industry stakeholders. They predicted, based on expert analysis, that the court wouldn't agree to rehear the case. By February, the court said exactly that. We'll now move on to a series of awards recognizing excellent interpretive or analytical reporting on challenging, robust topics. The finalist for Best Interpretive or Analytical Reporting, Business, Marketing, Other, is third place, Communications Daily on T-Mobile Sprint. Communications Daily, Adam Bender, Howard Buskirk, and Jonathan Make. And we have a tie for first place. The SIP Awards go to A Window into One Board's Executive Comp Overhaul, Agenda, Money Media, Amanda Garrett. This article saw high engagement from their readers and ultimately was the basis for an exciting panel discussion hosted by Media Money's parent company, the Financial Times. And the other SIP Award goes to All the Lonely People, SHRM Online. This story, with an accompanying chart and podcast, examined how workplaces need to evolve to address the psychological safety of their employees. For Best Interpretive or Analytical Reporting, Financial Investing, the finalists are: third place, Final ETF Rule brings industry pleasant surprises. Ignites, Money Media, Began Wilcox-Vols. Second place, Retirement in Focus as Boards Getting Older. Board IQ, Money Media, Emily Larimer, Greg Sates, Whitney Curry Wimbish. And the SIP Award goes to Bitter Harvest, Debtwire, Mara Weber Sadovi, Maria Chuchian, Farin Liliwala, and Paula Seligson. Debtwire investigations feature on a little-known but critically important chapter of the U.S. Bankruptcy Code, Chapter 12, available only to family farmers, shed light on an area of the law that's ripe for reform. And our last award in the category of Best Interpretive or Analytical Reporting is for Healthcare, Regulatory, Education, The finalists are: third place, experimental treatment could free patients with advanced type 2 diabetes from daily insulin injections. BioWorld, Stacy Lawrence. Second place, the struggles of small liberal arts colleges. Industry Dive, Education Dive, Higher Ed. Jean Dimio, Hallie Busta, Natalie Schwartz, Jeremy Bauer-Wolf, James Patterson. And first place goes to PharmAcquired, Industry Dive, Biopharma Dive, Jacob Bell, Ned Pagliarulo, Kim Dixon. In this hard-hitting article, PharmAcquired dug deeply into what drives the industry's deals and asked what might come next.
To me, SIPA means getting to be a part of an amazing group of collaborative, smart, and forward-looking industry friends that I get to connect with throughout the entire year.
For me, SIPA means the best opportunity to get new ideas for our publishing business.
SIPA means to me community, a group of people helping people to advance business goals, even when there's a competitor in the room.
Up next is the best interview or profile of someone in your industry. This is an article, Q&A, audio or video, that explains, celebrates, or brings to life a person in your industry or community. The finalists are: third place, Dr. Sue Sisley, advocating for medical cannabis research, patients, and reform. MJH Life Sciences, Cannabis Science and Technology. Megan LaRue. Second place, John Hennessy's Higher Learning, Strategy plus Business. Daniel Gross. And the SIP Award goes to: with the dairy industry in a sour state, Borden CEO plots comeback for one-time milk giant. Industry Dive, Food Dive, Christopher During, and Megan Ponsky. This story illustrates Food Dive's coverage and mission in the way it brought an industry story to life through the eyes of one CEO. Once again, a category so robust that we've broken it down to recognize excellence across different sectors. For Best Newsletter or E-Zine, Non-Daily, Business, Marketing, Other, our third place finalist is New York Apartment Law Insider, The Habitat Group, Eric Yu. In second place, Fair Housing Coach, The Habitat Group, Carol Johnson Perkins. And our winner is Commercial Lease Law Insider, The Habitat Group, Glenn S. Demby. Commercial Lease Law Insider shows commercial property professionals who are involved in negotiating and drafting office and retail leases and how to structure smarter, owner-favorable leases. The Habitat Group swept this category. Congratulations to Carol Johnson Perkins and Eric Yu. For Best Newsletter or E-Zine, Non-Daily, in Financial Investing, the finalists are: third place, Small Business Tax Strategies, Business Management Daily, Adam Goldstein, Philip Ash, Ken Berry, Bill Bischoff, CPA, Michelle Pena. Second place, The Senior Care Investor, Irving Levin Associates, Steve Monroe, Ben Swit. And the SIP Award goes to Healthcare M&A News, Irving Levin Associates, Lisa E. Phillips, Dylan Samet. Healthcare M&A News' mission is to report and provide context to the most recent activity and trends in mergers and acquisitions across 13 healthcare sectors. And the final sector for Best Newsletter or E-Zine Non-Daily is Healthcare, Regulatory, Education. And the SIP Award goes to Hospital Infection Control and Prevention, Relias Media, Gary Evans, Patrick Joseph, MD, and Jason Schneider. This peer-reviewed publication provides key insights, in-depth analysis, and take-home tips from both leading and grassroots practitioners on current infection control issues, best practices, information on compliance, and the latest guidelines, accreditation standards, and state and federal regulations.
To me, SIPA means great, concise, and useful information and resources for customers, and great learning resources for me and my coworkers, and an invaluable network of smart and supportive friends and colleagues who I know I can call on at any time.
To me, SIPA means experts working with experts. We have content experts who are perhaps the leaders in all of their fields. And as publishers, we have a community of people who know more about how to do the business than anyone I've ever spoken to. I'm proud to be part of that community.
The next set of SIPAwards will recognize an article series, 2 or more articles by a single writer or a writing team. These finalists exhibited outstanding skill in editing, writing, and design. For the best series of articles on one topic, financial investing, the finalists are: third place, Ken Fisher, Financial Advisor IQ, Money Media; Marinalini Krishna, Rita Ragas de Ramos, Miriam Rosen, Bruce Love. Second place, PG&E's Bankruptcy, Debtwire, Kyle Yonker, and Maria Amante. And the SIP Award goes to Clashing Over Claims, Life Annuity Specialist, Money Media, Richard Bedard, Rachel Zisk, Daphne Zhang. Noticing a spate of lawsuits involving rejected disability insurance claims, the managing editor of Life Annuity Specialist directed his team to dig in. The result was a 360-degree perspective on the multi-billion-dollar and growing disability insurance market. Again, in best series of articles on one topic, this time for healthcare, regulatory, education, the finalists are: third place, Analyzing the U.S. Healthcare Reform Debate, First Report Managed Care, Dean Celia, Edan Stanley, and Cara A. Rosanna, M.D. Second place, Communications Daily series on orbital debris, Communications Daily, Matt Daneman. And the SIP Award goes to Transforming Drug, MedTech R&D with AI, BioWorld, Karen Carey, Mark McCarty, Mary Suribov, Elise Mack, Jae-yoon Kim, Tamra Sami, TV Padma, Annette Brendel, Stacy Lawrence, Peter Winter, Liz Hollis, Meg Bryant, Michael Fitzhugh, David Ho, Nuala Moran. BioWorld's team of veteran reporters stationed across the globe proposed a series that aimed at separating the AI hype from reality, taking a deep dive into the ways AI could truly improve the way drugs and biologics were developed, tested, and administered. Our final topic within Best Series of Articles on One Topic is Business, Marketing, Other. The finalists are: third place, Fundfire examines diversity in the asset management industry. Fundfire, Money Media, Alana Pipe, Fola Akanibi, Tom Stabili. Second place, The Employer versus New Grad Disconnect, Sherm Online, Dana Wilkie. And the SIP Award goes to Flaring in the Permian, Energy Intelligence Group, Dion Doherty. Gas flaring in the Texas Permian Basin, the U.S.'s top oil-producing region, is running rampant. A months-long investigation by energy intelligence reporter Dion Doherty illustrated the problem across 6 articles and 2 months.
SIPA to me means sharing, not just good information, but great friendships.
To me, SIPA means great new ideas to grow our business, but most importantly, it means great friends.
What makes a great podcast? For our SIP Award finalists, it's a must-listen with measurable results, originality, and content that is timely and engaging. The SIP Award for Best Podcast goes to number 1 on iTunes already after 5 days, Bears Publishing House, Arno Langben, Dennis Dagg, and Jet Heinsohn. The podcast completes Bears media variety to an entire product strategy: books, newsletters, magazines, loose leaves, software, online databases, seminars, conferences, e-learning, and now a podcast as well. From human interest to trend stories, consumer information to cultural events, the Best Single Feature Article category received myriad outstanding stories. that also delivered critical information to their target audiences. Second place goes to Be the Star of Your Own Life, Business Management Daily, Michelle Pena. And the SIP Award goes to How Directors Are Dealing with Gun Violence, Agenda, Money Media, Stephanie Forshee, and Jennifer Williams Alvarez. Published shortly after the tragic mass shooting at an El Paso Walmart, Agenda reporters Stephanie Forshee and Jennifer Williams Alvarez delved into the different ways their audience of corporate board directors are grappling with gun violence in America, touching on the reality of shootings occurring on their company's grounds or being committed with products their companies sell.
Hello everyone, my name is Denise Elliott. I'm the CEO of Kiplinger. I was asked to say a couple quick words about my former boss, David Swit. I worked for David for 9 years until he died in 1999 at the age of 65. David was a difficult and exacting man, but was brilliant at his job, had started his career as an AP copy boy, native New Yorker, just really quite a character in this industry, trained some of the best. So to whoever wins his award, congratulations, and I'm sure you deserve it.
The David Swit Award for Best Investigative Reporting is a time-honored SIP Award tradition. This award pays tribute to David Swit, one of SIPA's greatest contributors and past presidents, who was also an outstanding publisher and editor. Investigative reporting is a longtime staple of SIPA, and our finalists certainly rose to the occasion in the strength of their submissions. The finalists are Third place, Special Report, Insider Behavior Amid Me Too, Agenda, Money Media, Stephanie Forshee, Amanda Garrett, Alana Pipe, Jennifer Williams Alvarez, and Melissa J. Anderson. Second place, New Dreyfus Director Has Millions in Unpaid Judgments, Board IQ, Money Media, Greg Sates. And the SIP Award goes to Schools are deploying massive digital surveillance systems. The results are alarming. Education Week, Benjamin Harold, Maya Reiser-Kaczynski, Emma Patty Harris, Leslie Maxwell. In the hopes of preventing the next Parkland massacre, schools across the country are hastily erecting an enormous digital surveillance infrastructure, often with little regard for either its effectiveness or impact on civil liberties. In 2019, Education Week lifted the hood on this phenomenon, sparking a wave of action from advocacy groups and follow-up reporting from local and national news outlets around the country. Best Single Topic Special Publication. This award recognizes excellence in SIPA members' many incredible single-topic publications, such as directories, white papers, and special reports. The finalists are Third place, The New World of Work, Are Schools Falling Behind? Education Week, Kevin Bushweller, Debbie Valladero, Michelle R. Davis, Catherine Gewirtz, Benjamin Harold, Allison Klein, Mark Lieberman, Stephen Sawchuk, Sarah D. Sparks, Holly Kurtz, Sterling C. Lloyd, Francis Sheehan. Second place, 10 Big Ideas in Education 2020, Education Week, Elizabeth Rich, Evie Blod, Mark W. Baumster, Kevin Bushweller, Darrell Burnett II, Allison Klein, Ariana Protero, Christina A. Samuels, Stephen Sawchuk, Sarah D. Sparks, Andrew Ujifusa, Vanessa Solis. And the SIP Award goes to Communications Daily Special Report on Emergency Communications. Communications Daily, Adam Bender, Howard Buskirk, Matt Daneman, Jonathan Make, Jim Phillips, and Monty Taylor. Many journalists at Communications Daily spent the first 4 months of 2019 working on stories about emergency communications challenges. The result was an April 25th special report and a series of several hard-hitting stories. It is impossible to fully serve the needs of readers without clear, concise, and knowledgeable, instructional, scientific, or technical reporting. The finalists vying for top prize in this category are Third place, The New Era of Sustainable Supply Chains, Chemical Engineering Magazine, Mary Page Bailey. Second place, measles and mumps, old diseases, new outbreaks, Pediatric Emergency Medicine Reports, Relias Media, Traherne W. Jones, MD, Ann M. Dietrich, and Journey Roberts. And the SIP Award goes to Code Melancholia, a review of depression for emergency physicians, Emergency Medicine Reports, Relias Media, Frank J. Edwards, MD, Sandra M. Schneider, MD, J. Stefan Stepsininski, MD, and Shelley Morrow Mark. The incidence of depression continues to grow, and the World Health Organization estimates it will be the second leading cause of disability in 2020. This article provides practical information to aid emergency medicine providers in identifying depression in patients who come to the emergency department, evaluating potential complications of antidepressant medications, understanding suicide risk, and helping patients receive proper treatment.
To me, SIPA means learning from people I respect.
To me, SIPA means community, advice, support, and friendship. And it means being surrounded by really smart people who are dedicated to helping my business grow.
For best use of data, judges whittled down entries in search of an exemplary use of data that led to a successful product or content piece. The finalists in this category are: third place, generic approvals up 28% amid drug pricing concerns, BioWorld, Karen Carey. Second place, the Senior Care Acquisition Report, 24th edition, Irving Levin Associates, Steve Monroe, Ben Swit. And the SIP Award goes to just 9 foundations control over 30% of the market: Fundfire, Money Media, Alana Pipe. Data reporter Alana Pipe dug through 3 million IRS filings to identify the private foundations with the biggest asset pools. One key finding: just 9 private foundations hold more than 30% of the market's overall assets. Our next category is for Best Editorial Video Work, either supporting a story or standing on its own. The finalists are: third place, Impact of Schwab TD Ameritrade Deal on RIA Community, Financial Advisor IQ, Money Media, Marinalini Krishna, and Deepti Agnew. Second place, highest profit margin and turnover winner with a DVD video package, Bears Publishing House, Arno Langben, Thomas Kolage, Michael Berg, and Dennis Dagg. And the SIP Award goes to What Are Opportunity Zones? Fundfire Explainer, Fundfire, Money Media, Tom Stabile, TJ Fabian, Deepti Agnew. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, video speaks volumes. Fundfire often uses videos to break down complex regulatory issues, present multiple points of view, or capture the essence of a subject in a more engaging manner. This video aims to demonstrate that breadth. Congratulations to our editorial winners. Let's move now to our final SIP Award categories, highlighting excellence in marketing innovation. The imperative to integrate into customers' workflow has made webinars and products an important source of growth for many specialized publishers. This award recognizes excellence in these fields. Second place for Best Webinar, e-learning, or online training program goes to edweb.net, Lisa Schmucky. And the SIP Award goes to Delighting the Customer, Pharma Intelligence Journalists' coverage of real-world evidence, Informa Pharma Intelligence, Bridget Silverman, Mary Jo Laffler, Raj Bara. The webinar was extremely successful for Pharma Intelligence, both before, during, and after it was held, creating record-breaking responses across the board. Open rates soared for marketing emails and day of participants. Further, there was a 45% click-through rate on some emails versus just a 0.84% average. Awards programs are win-win for organizations and their audience. For Best Awards Program, the winner is Government Executive Media Group, Government Hall of Fame. Government Hall of Fame Gala is the first of its kind in both the government space and in Government Executive Media Group's media market, gathering current and former government officials and stakeholders to celebrate the public sector leaders who have made historic achievements and advances in these and other areas of government. As we in the media business strive to develop innovative ways of engaging audiences, the best use of social media recognizes outstanding methodology, creativity, and success for your use of social media to lead to a successful event, campaign, product, or other initiative. And the SIP Award goes to Musical Birthday Greetings to Sing Context, Bears Publishing House, Arno Langben, and Jet Heinzen. In order to obtain personal data from their customers and people of their target group, Bears set up a funnel as a social media campaign on Germany's LinkedIn service, Sing, followed by a birthday video on the website, a free email newsletter with advertising, plus Facebook advertisements. Website design and maneuverability within a site are keys to successful specialized publishers. The finalists for Best New or Relaunched Website are Third place, Strategy Plus Business. Second place, Fund Intelligence. And the SIP Award goes to Hello Future, Goodbye PDF. BioWorld delivers news of medical innovation on new modern platform. BioWorld, Lynn Yaffe, John Borgman, C. Howman, Andrea Applegate, Anne-Marie Griffith, Amanda Lanier, Holland Johnson, Jennifer Boggs, Michael Fitzhugh, Elizabeth Hollis, Karen Carey, Peter Winter. Since the new BioWorld platform launched in November, traffic has increased substantially. They've moved the needle on the number of users every business day, from an average of 1,600 to nearly 5,500. Sessions per month are up from an average 40.5K to 146K.
To me, SIPA means collective wisdom and the occasional good party.
To me, SIPA is a community of professionals who are willing to share and help make everyone better. It has also been a great place for me personally to find friendships that will last the rest of my life.
The best use of video in marketing recognizes outstanding success and implementation of video as an effective marketing tool. Third place, 86% click-through rate on this video link for Facebook Pixel. Bears Publishing House, Arno Langben, Jet Heinzen, and Dennis Dagg. In second place, over 60% opening rate of an email and 65% viewing rate. Bears Publishing House, Arno Langben, Jet Heinzen, and Dennis Dagg. And the SIP Award goes to Strange New World. Today, the company applies to the applicant. Bears GmbH, Arno Langben, Sita Seifert, Fabian Geister, Jet Heinzen, and Dennis Dagg. With this video, Bears achieved a 21 times higher scope on Facebook, 40 times more impressions, but only 7% of the cost per result, compared with a Facebook ad with text and a picture only. Bears swept this category. Congratulations on winning first, second, and third place.
Nicht reingucken, habe ich gesagt.
Infographics clearly and concisely present information, processes, or data consistent with the subject matter, target industry, and voice of the publication. The SIP Award in the category of Best Infographic goes to Biopharma stocks up 26% on average since debut with Karuna. BioWorld, Karen Carey, Carrie's story used the financial data compiled by BioWorld over the years, along with its biopharma stock tracker data. While the story focuses on some of the players to watch, the IPO market data displayed in the infographic provide a quick-to-read picture of the state of the IPO market for biopharma, the type of concrete data that can provide actionable intelligence for biopharma execs.
My friend Margie Weiner was a savvy publisher, a skilled marketer, and a supportive mentor. A tireless volunteer, she served as the association's treasurer and president. For years, we co-chaired the SIPAwards. Margie was a straight shooter, but always with a twinkle in her eye. An old-school marketer who embraced innovation, she valued friends and family above all. We lost Margie to cancer in 2008, but her spirit of excellence lives on in the award bearing her name.
And finally, we close with the Margie Weiner Award for Best New Success Story. Submissions in this category ran the gamut, from great new online products and gamification that proved popular, to innovative engagement tools and successful marketing techniques. These entries sourced new ancillary revenue, profits, and leads. The SIP Award winner for the Margie Weiner Best New Success Story is Zoom On in Copyright, copyrightlaws.com, Leslie Ellen Harris. With a fresh approach to marketing that differs from traditional webinars, the Zoom On in Copyright initiative resulted in an above-average conversion rate of registrants to attendees and a significant increase to their email list, plus other benefits to their business. And perhaps most of all, Harris was Zooming before it took over the world. And now, please welcome your incoming SIPA president, Adam Goldstein.
You know, they gave me a tip that when you're doing a video, to make sure you're well lit. No problem. Congratulations to all the SIP Award winners, and a hearty welcome to all my information industry colleagues. You know, speaking of information, Jim Sinkinson, my esteemed colleague, has often said that no one comes home to their significant other at the end of the day and says, you know what, honey, I just didn't get enough information today. And that's true. I mean, it used to be true. Now it's not true because we never come home. We never leave home. But it's important that while we are thirsting for knowledge, we are drowning in information. So let's make this next year a true quest to provide not just information to our customers, but true value as well. It's never been more important than right now. And that's what SIPA has always done, not just giving information, but giving real value. So don't worry about information. One of the great things about SIPA has always been this organization's resiliency and its adaptability to change. The fact that this conference has been created and the very fact that you are at this conference is a tribute to that. So I salute you, I salute the SIPA team, and kudos to you all. The other great thing about SIPA is information. You know, forget what I just said, just listen to what I'm saying. I've noticed in publishing in different verticals that defense people are very close to the vest on information. Educators are very forthcoming. I think our business, by its very nature, is great at providing information to our fellow members. So please seek out the other members of the association. They'll tell you where they've succeeded and where they failed, so you can make money and you can save money. Truly great organization and great people. It would take me hours to thank everyone who's helped me in my career, but I want to just point out two people real quickly. First of all, my predecessor, Greg Hart. Greg, you steered this association deftly through personnel changes and this little COVID-19 thing I think I heard about. You've been masterful, and I salute you, and I can't help but look inferior by comparison. Also wanted to acknowledge Elizabeth Peterson. She, along with the SIPA team, have put together this truly great program. Hope you've all enjoyed it as much as I have. So I want to do two things. I want to thank Elizabeth for the hard work that she's done, and I want to apologize in advance because in the coming year she's going to be doing all of my work as well. Thanks. Listen, this has been a terrific event. I've been proud to be a part of it. I'm very proud to be your incoming board president. I'm going to leave you with one more old adage. Tough times never last, but tough people do. Thank you very much for being my colleagues, my friends, and I look very much forward to working with you for the next 12 months.